the 10 cheapest cars in 2026, and some of them are way better than you'd expect. The Honda Accord is the gold standard for everyday cars. Practical, comfortable, and surprisingly fun to drive, it manages to hit nearly every box, and in more ways than one. Under the hood, there's variety for everyone. The 1.5-liter turbo is efficient and smooth. The larger turbo has enough torque to make you question why it's front-wheel drive. And the hybrid models sip fuel like a lab experiment while going for hundreds of miles without complaint. What really sets the Accord apart is how much it enjoys being driven. Steering feels precise, the chassis is balanced, and the ride is confident without being harsh. It's one of those rare cars that both normal drivers love and enthusiasts quietly admire. Inside, it's just as impressive. Back seats are spacious enough for adults, the trunk is generous, and the cabin feels open and comfortable. Whether it's a daily commute or a weekend road trip, the Accord handles it all effortlessly. Reliability, legendary. These cars often roll past 200,000 miles without drama, proving they're not just built to last, they're built to keep doing it well. If you want a car that's smart, practical, and genuinely enjoyable, the Honda Accord is always near the top of the list. The Buick Encore is one of those brands that occupies a weird middle ground, neither economy nor full-blown luxury. It's like saying, I want something nicer than a Chevy, but I'm not ready to tell the world I bought a Cadillac. The Encore embodies that perfectly. It's small, easy to park, and surprisingly quiet. Drive it around town and you'll notice how much thought went into the suspension. It soaks up bumps better than you'd expect for a compact crossover. Step inside, and the interior feels, well, nicer than most of its competitors. The materials, the layout, even the soft-touch surfaces give it a more upscale vibe than the price suggests. It's also practical. Enough room for passengers, a decent cargo area, and simple controls that don't make you feel like you're learning a new language every time you sit down. The Encore does what it needs to do without drama or pretense. Reliability and lifespan are solid too. Average remaining life for a 5-year-old model is strong, which means this is a vehicle that can quietly serve you for years without constantly begging for attention at the shop. Would I personally buy one? Probably not. But if you're looking for a small, comfortable crossover that's easy to drive, surprisingly refined, and won't break the bank, the Encore makes a lot of sense. It's not flashy, it's not exciting, but it's steady, smart, and practical. A little under the radar, and that's exactly the point. The Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. It's not flashy, it's not luxurious, it won't turn heads or win any car awards, and that's exactly why it works. The Outlander Sport is all about practicality. You can pick one up for under $10,000, it's inexpensive to maintain, and it gets the job done without drama. No bells, no whistles, just reliable transportation. Inside, it's simple and functional, mostly plastic, straightforward controls, and a ride that's perfectly competent without being thrilling. Fuel economy is decent, not remarkable, but at this price point, it's hard to complain. The real strength shows up over time. Even 5-year-old examples often have over 100,000 miles of life left. When your initial investment is tiny, that's insane value per mile. This isn't a car you buy for love. It's a car you buy for sense. Affordable, durable, and dependable. Sometimes that's exactly what you need. The Honda Insight. Think of the Insight as Honda's stylish answer to the Prius, but without that, I never go over the speed limit vibe. It looks sharper, drives smoother, and somehow manages to feel less preachy. Efficiency is the name of the game here. The Insight drinks almost nothing at the pump, is ridiculously reliable, and ranks among the longest-lasting cars on this list. These things are true mileage machines. Unlike the Prius, you don't pay the full Toyota premium. That makes it an affordable hybrid that still delivers on practicality. Inside, it's similar in size to a Civic, roomy enough, comfortable, and easy to live with day after day. Every mile you drive translates into real money saved, making it one of the most cost-effective cars you can own. Yes, Honda discontinued it, but that's hardly a problem. Parts are available, online communities are active, and the core reliability that makes Honda, well, Honda, is fully intact. If your priorities are efficiency, longevity, and smart value, the Insight is one of the best under-the-radar options you can buy. The Honda Fit. Don't let its size fool you. The Fit may look like a tiny city car, but inside it's a master of space. Seats fold, rearrange, and disappear in ways that make packing surprisingly large items feel effortless. It's the little car that somehow carries it all. Driving it is a joy. Light, nimble, and responsive, it turns everyday errands into something a bit more fun. Maneuvering through traffic or squeezing into a tight spot, no problem. Durability is where the Fit really shines. These cars rack up miles like nobody's business. 200,000, 300,000, and beyond, without drama. They're reliable to a level that almost feels unfair. The best part? You don't have to spend a fortune. Affordable, practical, and long-lasting. The Fit is one of the smartest used cars you can get if you want maximum utility without breaking the bank. And yes, it's surprisingly playful. Cornering, weaving through streets, or just zipping around town. It's small, fun, and full of character, proving that even economy cars can have personality. The Chevy Trax isn't flashy. It's not the car people dream about. But here's the thing. Everyone who owns one eventually thinks, yeah, this actually works. And that's exactly why it succeeds. Used Trax are incredibly affordable. dirt cheap in fact. Yet they pack solid practicality into a compact SUV shape, enough cargo space for daily life, decent maneuverability in the city, and reliability numbers that punch well above its price tag. It's not fast, it's not luxurious, and it's certainly not a status symbol. What it is dependable. A simple, honest vehicle that gets the job done day in, day out, without complaints. Compare cost to utility, and the Trax becomes almost unbeatable. If you care about value more than bragging rights, it's the ultimate I'm winning financially car, a small SUV that quietly delivers exactly what you need, year after year. And the best part? It's easy to live with. Gas mileage is reasonable, maintenance is straightforward, and parking in tight city spots is stress-free. For anyone who just wants a no-nonsense vehicle that works without drama, the Trax quietly proves itself again and again. The Honda CR-V roomy, comfortable, dependable, and it holds its value like it's guarding a treasure chest. Most CR-Vs run a 4-cylinder with a CVT. Not thrilling, sure, but efficient, smooth, and exactly what 90% of people actually need. It's boring in the best way. Inside, the CR-V shines. Back seats fit adults without a fight. The cargo area swallows everything from groceries to weekend gear, and every detail feels thoughtfully designed, as if someone who actually drives cars built it. This SUV is quietly capable. Road trips, Costco hauls, strollers, snowstorms, you name it. The CR-V handles the everyday chaos effortlessly, and the lifespan is impressive. A 5-year-old model often has 160,000 miles or more of life left. That's basically 10 more years of stress-free driving for most owners. Yes, the price can feel high thanks to Honda's reputation, but the CR-V earns it. You're paying for something that consistently delivers and never complains. The Honda Ridgeline makes hardcore truck purists sweat. They see it and scoff, that's not a real truck. Meanwhile, they tow a jet ski twice a year and call it a lifestyle. But here's the thing. If you actually use a truck every day, the Ridgeline might just be the smartest choice out there. It drives like a crossover because, well, it basically is one. Sharing DNA with the Pilot and Odyssey, it's smooth, easy to handle, and doesn't make you feel like you're piloting farm equipment. Yet it still has a fully functional bed, all the utility you need, and that effortless, I can pick up mulch or furniture whenever I want. Under the hood is Honda's classic V6, reliable, durable, and unflashy. It's the kind of engine that could survive a zombie apocalypse as long as you remember oil changes, and maybe a little stubbornness. Inside, the Ridgeline surprises. Solid materials, clever storage, and a layout that makes you immediately think, now this makes sense. It's refined, thoughtful, and just comfortable enough to make long drives enjoyable. The price can feel high, but here's the secret. Ridgeline owners don't sell, they keep them. They become Ridgeline people. And once you understand that, it clicks. It's more than a truck. It's a lifestyle. And the numbers back it up. Lifespan is huge, reliability is bulletproof, and versatility per dollar, hard to beat. It's not for everyone, but if you live a life that needs a truck without the hassle, the Ridgeline quietly becomes the perfect choice. The Toyota Avalon is like a Camry that went to finishing school. It's bigger, quieter, and more refined, with an effortless, I'm settled, I don't need to impress anyone. It's the kind of car that quietly commands respect without honking for attention. Under the hood, most Avalons come with a 3.5-liter V6, making around 300 horsepower, enough muscle to move you confidently, paired with an 8-speed automatic that keeps the ride smooth, soft, and controlled. The perfect balance of comfort and poise. Step inside, and it's a revelation. The materials feel premium, the cabin is roomy, and the trunk can swallow everything from golf bags to luggage, and yes, even your metaphorical baggage. It's thoughtfully built for people who value space, comfort, and subtle luxury. The secret strength of the Avalon isn't just engineering, it's the people who buy them. These are owners who treat maintenance like a ritual, who save every receipt, and who trust mechanics for decades. That means the used Avalon market is packed with vehicles that are exceptionally well cared for. The numbers back it up. A 5-year-old Avalon typically has well over 170,000 miles of life left, and hitting 250,000 miles isn't unusual. This is the kind of car you can drive for years without worrying about it giving up. The only catch? Prices hold strong. Toyota's reputation comes with a premium. But if you find one in good condition with reasonable miles, you're essentially buying a buy it once, enjoy it forever. The Ford Edge. It's the most forgotten SUV in Ford's lineup, and that's exactly why it makes so much sense. It's the SUV you barely notice in the lineup until you start driving it. Perfectly sized for city streets, school runs, or those I just need one thing Home Depot trips that somehow turn into a cart full of chaos. Fold down the back seats and suddenly it's a mini moving truck without feeling like a monster on wheels. Most Edges run on a turbo 4-cylinder that balances everyday efficiency with enough pep to make your commute interesting. On the highway, hitting the high 20s for MPG isn't just decent, it's impressive for a vehicle this size. Then there's the Edge ST, where Ford says, why be sensible all the time? Twin-turbo V6, extra power, sharper handling, and a personality that hints it could outrun your expectations. Just don't expect it to sip fuel politely. What really stands out is how long these things last. A 5-year-old Edge can easily have over 120,000 miles left, meaning it's not a short-term fix. It's a long-term companion that won't quit on you. And the price? Surprisingly friendly. You can find higher mileage examples for the same money as a compact car, but with space for everything your life throws at you. It's not flashy, it's not showy, but it quietly delivers everything most people actually want. That's why the Edge earns its spot on the list. It's practical, reliable, and secretly fun.